The girl woke up in the hospital, horrified to find that she was blind. The doctor beside her explained that she had lost her sight due to a corrosive liquid. She remembered that last night, on her way home, someone had sprayed an unknown substance on her, and now she had woken up blind. The police said they couldn't find out who had harmed her. Her family's phone calls went through, but only one relative acted strangely, arranging an apartment for her and providing a caregiver. But after just a few days, she noticed the same police siren sound coming from outside the window, starting at exactly 11 a.m. and ending 1 minute later. One night, she suddenly heard a woman crying in the apartment next door. She suspected the neighbor was a victim of domestic abuse. The caregiver dismissed it, saying it was just her imagination, but the girl didn't believe her. The next day, she invited the female neighbor over. The neighbor spoke lightly, showing no sign of having been abused. That was, until the girl felt a wound on her face. Suddenly, the neighbor tensed up and left, saying, "Don't trust anyone." That night, the caregiver suddenly confessed her feelings to the girl. Of course, the girl refused this sudden, inexplicable affection. The caregiver left disappointed. A little while later, a masked assailant appeared, pushing the girl to the ground and knocking her out. When she woke up, the caregiver asked what had happened. The girl suspected that the attacker was the same person who had made her blind, but the police claimed they had checked the surveillance footage and said no one had entered her room. Days went by, and the girl began to doubt herself. Finally, she climbed over the railing and jumped from the building. But when she woke up, she realized she hadn't died. And remember, she had been living on a floor more than 10 stories up. Feeling around, she discovered that the walls around her were all made of foam, and all the street noises were recordings played through speakers. This meant she had been living in an illusion. The girl climbed back over the railing and returned to the apartment. When she confronted the caregiver with everything she had discovered, the caregiver explained that this wasn't an apartment, but a therapy center designed to treat her psychological condition. The girl pretended to believe him. Later, during dinner with the caregiver, she struck him unconscious with a piece of furniture, then searched him and found a key. Using the key, she opened the neighbor's door, only to find that it wasn't a real apartment at all. She accidentally felt a row of clothes, including police and doctor uniforms. This proved that after she went blind, the doctors, police officers, caregivers, and even the masked assailant she had encountered were all the same person in disguise. Again, she heard a woman crying. Following the sound, she found the neighbor actually the sister of the criminal. She had been imprisoned there and forced to cooperate in the charade. She told the girl that the only way out was through the ventilation ducts. As the girl tried to go back, the criminal appeared and dragged her into a room. He began telling his story. He had suffered abuse from his father as a child, and the girl singing had helped him survive the darkness. He had imprisoned her because he wanted to have her all to himself. At that moment, the girl picked up a stun gun and knocked him out. She pried open the ventilation duct and found only a bottle of liquid. Smelling it, she realized that this was the substance that had caused her blindness. The criminal woke up and lunged at her, so she decisively used the liquid to blind him. Finally, with the help of the criminal's sister, she managed to escape.